Nice.
That was
Awesome.
Nicely
that was
done.
the Mike
He
Device
might be able to
special.
drum yet.
He might. We'll have to get him back there one night.
Just call me Ringo.
We'll get them all liquored up. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Our Loosey Goosey show, like we bring you every Friday, right here on the Halton Hills Online Facebook page and YouTube channel and all that stuff out there, the telling cells and whatnot. Of course, we have Big Daddy Russ Horton, Amanda Basson, myself, Lee Lakin, Leah Lywood, all in Lee's garage tonight. We had a great jam last weekend. Awesome jam.
I hear that you're the drummer in a new band.
In a new band. I passed the audition.
Oh,
You passed
nice.
the audition.
Congratulations.
Yes, so it was a lot of fun. It was great meeting all the gang, and we had a great time. They're going to be back tomorrow night for some practice. We got some gigs lined up. Look for the band Scar coming to a band or a bar near you, and
Including the Appalachian.
yes, we will
up.
be looking at a lot of local venues around this area, and of course Brampton, Mississauga as well.
Hi, Manny. How are you?
I say hi to the gang at Appalachian. They're a great crew over there. And of course, we're going to be talking about them in a little bit with Amanda's, gig guide coming up very, very
Absolutely.
shortly. And of course, Big Daddy, we are brought to you by
Max Tires and Auto Repairs, and they're at 61 Guelph Street, downtown Georgetown. Very busy spot. Call ahead, or always think of Max
Wow.
Tires if you're
always
breakdown
best to
as
make
well.
an appointment.
That's
It's
right.
Really, driving in, you got fire and smoke coming out of your car. Okay, drive in.
905-873-9255. Lowest prices on tires and sexy accessories as well. You thought I was going to say something else.
Yes, I did.
Sexy accessories. But yes, Smudge.
Smudge.
Smurf. God, can you imagine a mechanic named Smurf?
Oh, my God.
Smudge
I
is there.
grew up with a guy
He's
named
a sex
Smurf.
symbol, I'm telling you. He's
A
a
Newfie
sex-
from Newfoundland. Yeah,
Oh, my God.
Everybody
And-
called him a Smurf.
And Wendell and Corey and the gang and all over there. We have, of course, Fred's Towing, the light and heavy divisions, and Easy Taxi as well. If you don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive, call a cab, man.
905-877-9900, and they have their own Acton line as well.
Yeah,
as well.
definitely. And what was I going to mention? Now I can't even remember what it was. Oh, Mel and I were talking about that while we're driving in Georgetown today.
About what?
Like what you keep talking. The amount of food trucks there.
Oh, yeah.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's
There's an Indian truck there right now, and the other day it was a cheesecake
Cheesecake.
truck.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm sorry about
Makes
that,
me
my
glad
friend.
I can't eat
that'll take care of the girlish figure. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
But the picture on the side of the food truck is just so inviting.
It is. It's like, hello, come and
I
see
got
me.
a friend that eats about 10 cheesecakes a week.
Get out.
Skinny as a rail. he
Oh
is.
yeah. People look at me.
Charlie Baldwin. He eats like
Yeah.
that's all he ever eats is cheesecake. I said, Charlie, you're Mr. Cheesecake.
People look at me and why are you so skinny? I don't know. I eat every day.
And anyway, we're wandering off, but at a very important time, and that is the gig guide.
Yeah.
And here is Amanda Bassant, brought to you by Halton's Women's Place.
Absolutely. Okay, up first is the Appalachian, September 29th at 9 p.m. Flashback Friday, 70s and 80s retro hits super party with the Music Factory. Dress to impress. 80s style, the more neon and bigger the hair, the better.
Absolutely. It's I love seeing those, and I love seeing the pictures all the time from because some of the way these people dress is absolutely
Well,
priceless,
that
and
was
it's
us.
fantastic.
That was us dressing like that.
Exactly.
You know,
That's the way,
our
you
age.
know.
That's our. The '80s is really basically late '70s, '80s is our generation.
It's,
right?
it's almost a deja
Do
vu
you remember?
moment.
I had an afro at one time.
I did once. I had
Yeah.
hair like that.
I actually auditioned for Soul Train. Came in second.
Yeah.
Came in second, but never got the gig.
Yeah.
But
You were,
yeah, I did
you
have
were
an
a
afro.
little light skinned too. To boot,
Yes,
so.
I was. But carry on. And I'm sorry. We're
Okay, Furnace Room Brewery, Friday, September 15th is Hypnotic Beer Event with Pauline Farquhar. Tickets are still available, so just hop on to Eventbrite and grab your ticket. It's be a lot of fun.
rough.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys do? Got to go see a show like that. You need to see that in your lifetime because it's absolutely hilarious.
I've never been to one, but I've seen it on TV, and it's just absolutely hilarious. Having grown men barking and
Doing some pretty obscure stuff, man.
Yes.
Okay, and they've just announced Saturday, October 7th is Sin Bin Comedy Night, 10:30 p.m. Tickets are $25 and are available on Eventbrite. They just launched the tickets today.
Right
so
on.
get on there and grab your ticket.
Definitely, and Furnace Room Brewery's doing a lot of cool stuff like that, so it's good to see them. Andy and the gang over there, we met them a few times. Actually, we went and did a show there. Great bunch of guys.
Okay, the Royal Canadian Legion Acton Branch 197. Acton City Limits Summer Acoustic Open Mic Series, 7 to 10 p.m. Live music on the patio near Fairy Lake.
Yep.
Hey, look what's coming up this weekend.
Yes,
folks.
it's this weekend, I know.
It's the big one for this weekend. Georgetown Fall Fair, Friday, September 8th to 10th. Have a great time with family and friends, checking out the Midway, live music, great vendors, a car show.
First time.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so much more.
Yeah, I heard they're going to do
And
a
they
car
have
show. this year.
Larry Melton and the Practically Hip playing there. So,
You're kidding. Two headliners
yeah,
there.
so
boy.
get there early, because
Wow.
it's going to be limited seating.
So they've got both Larry and the hip.
And the hip.
The lineup for the live music is phenomenal at the
Wow.
Georgetown Fair this year.
Yeah.
Unbelievable events there. That
Yeah.
day with Larry and the Practically Hip as well. I mean, that's a double header, baby.
Right there.
I mean-
And then, like I say, the first year for their car show thing.
Yeah.
So, hopefully a lot of cool cars show up. So.
But the smell of cow shit and fried onions is always to me a fall fair.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we got the Acton one coming
Yep.
up
Coming
next
up.
week.
Acton Fall Fair, September 15th, 16th, and 17th. On the 15th, Friday the 15th, Wicked Truth will be opening for them at 7 p.m.
So get there about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because otherwise that beer tent will fill up very, very, very quickly. And because they will stop you once it gets to a capacity point, they will stop you from getting
I'm a
in.
big fan of Mr. Bunt, and you have to
Matthew,
be careful how you
God,
say
yeah,
that.
he's a good
Matthew's
friend
a good
and
guy. And,
comes to the jam here all the time in Lee's garage, and this time of the year is great because he's not touring quite as much, so he can actually make the jams. Whereas in the summertime, it's a little tough for everybody. But Wicked Truth, even if you have seen them, go see them again.
Yep. And speaking of beer, head for the Hills Craft Beer and Beverage Festival, Saturday, September 16th at Trafalgar Sports Park. All proceeds are going to Food for Kids.
Awesome.
Yes.
Food
Very
for
cool.
Kids. That's
Yeah.
a new one on me.
No, they've been around for quite a while. They do a lot of breakfast programs and stuff like that for kids that just aren't getting breakfast when they get to school. They actually even send backpacks and packages home on weekends. Food for Kids, great organization. Look them up online. Please donate. They do a lot here at our Halton schools that a lot of people don't know about. It's
It's good that people know about them.
they need to know about Food for Kids. Our Halton schools here, our Acton and Georgetown schools, they do an awesome job here.
They absolutely do.
I worked with them in their first few years that they started, and I just the work is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So, yeah, it's a great program.
Well, madam, what else is going on?
Okay, and Limehouse Memorial Hall, Saturday, September 9th, is a barbecue and corn roast. Locally grown corn and live folk music from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m.
That sounds like a hoot.
I see this every time I come through Limehouse, and I'm like, okay, memory bank, keep this in the. I wouldn't mind checking that out.
I love the old Memorial Hall in Limehouse. I love Limehouse.
Well, somebody was telling me last year when they did it that the food and the corn was just amazing, and it was like $3 and $5 or whatever. It was really good food. So
it's like when you drive into Limehouse, it's like driving into Mayberry.
Pretty much.
You almost expect Barney and Andy Griffith there on the porch,
walking with the fishing rods.
That's right. I love Limehouse. Sorry, go ahead, Gal. Go ahead.
Okay. And Walk or Run for Georgetown Hospital is Sunday, September 24th. Register today at www.ghfwalkrun.ca.
Yes.
And the food banks, of course, they're having Tough
Yeah,
time.
still,
Absolutely.
it's
Unfortunately, this is something we're going to have to keep mentioning
yep, you just
every
keep
week.
bringing it up.
Yep.
It's in your face, man.
Uh-huh. Food banks, Georgetown Breadbasket, and Acton Food Shares need our help. If you can consider donating a food item, purchasing one of the pre-made paper bags.
Yeah.
They're set at different price points, but in each one is items that are absolutely needed by the food banks, or going online and making a cash donation. Any little bit helps.
You're on the
a
computer
long
anyway.
way.
You're on the computer anyway.
Yeah.
Go online, make a donation.
Or your trusty phone.
Yeah,
It
that too.
works
Yeah,
too.
it's right there. Everybody's,
Little mini computer right
everybody's
here.
carrying that in their pocket. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, except Russ.
Well, try hanging around with her. She's always on the phone like
Yeah.
that. You know that.
Oh, I know. This is my lifeline.
I know. I know.
I will
Yeah.
admit it.
I know, love. I know.
Well, I think about it. It's been like 5 years or over 5 years for me. I don't even have a landline phone. Like,
No.
why?
Neither do I. I got
Half
rid
my
of that a while
time's
ago.
home, half my time's out. So what do I need to?
You want to see my phone? This is my phone.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
I call the pizza man and the doctor in that order, and that's all I use it for.
Yeah.
You know, I talk to my friends, but I don't need all this other stuff like that.
Well,
That-
you have it at home on your computer. Your 3 computer screens in front of you. So.
Well, my office is
Ex-
Captain Kirk. You know,
yeah,
I'm sitting
pretty
there.
much.
I even look a little like Captain Kirk.
No,
don't
I
you
don't think so.
No?
No, pushing that one.
I think so.
All right, we're brought to you by, of course.
We are brought to you by Halton Women's Place. If you or anyone you know needs help getting out of a difficult situation,
I'm sorry.
the crisis
I'm sorry. I'm not
lines
laughing at that. I'm laughing at something
are
else.
open 24/7, including holidays. The Milton Halton Hills line is 905-878-8555. I'll repeat that number again. It's 905-878-8555. Whether it's to a trusted friend, family member, co-worker, teacher, principal, anybody that you trust, please
Care
reach
about anybody.
out.
Yeah. You know, somebody that you even care about, somebody you don't.
Yep.
And that's even, I was thinking about this after last week's show was, we see it a lot of the times on social media, and that is that, you know, that signal.
Yes.
The thumb under the 4 fingers, and
Yep.
they wave at you and then do that.
Yep.
You need
Help.
They need help.
Yep.
So I just want to I know it's out there on social media, but there's still a lot of people that don't know what that signal is. You're standing in line at McDonald's or something, and some woman turns around
And she's going like
and
this.
she waves at you, because I've had people wave at me and I don't know who the hell these people are. But if they do that, you know, that's something very serious.
It's the symbol for help. So,
So
yes.
yes.
If
I
you
was
can
laughing.
see it,
I was
help.
laughing at Captain Kirk. Actually, it was it was a meme I saw that it involves Captain Kirk in the bathroom. Remember that one? Don't beat me up right now, Scotty. And
Yeah, he beams him
away
up.
he goes. Whatever. But that's what I
Very
stuck in my
random,
head.
mind
It's
you.
funny.
That is
Very
You
random.
would be talking about
That's a
Halton.
little bit on the random side, but
But no, you
He
no,
just
but that's
shoots
the way
me.
my mind works.
He just
I mean,
shoots
as soon
me.
as it's like, you know me, OCD. As soon as you mentioned Shatner, I saw that in my mind, and I'm going.
You mentioned him.
Yeah. Did I?
I just replied saying, no, you don't.
Oh, I forgot. Did I bring him up?
Yeah.
All right,
All right, yeah, we got
got
to wrap things up and get into our news stories. Like you say, it is a news show. So, yeah, thanks, Mandy. That was cool. And you can check out the listings on our Facebook page as well, right? I'm correct on that? We have our gig guide up on Facebook page? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, okay. Just double checking before I, stick my foot in my mouth. I do it enough on my own. I don't need anybody else's help doing that. But yeah, so thanks, Mandy. We're going to come back with Leah Lywood. We're going to get into our news stories and let you know what's going on in Halton.
It's a slow week.
And welcome back. We got Leah Lywood hanging out with us after our great gig guide there for Mandy. And yeah, she's complaining it's cold. And it is kind of gloomy out this Friday afternoon as we're doing our Loosey Goosey, news program about town and whatnot you want to call it.
It's like 19
It is
versus
cool,
150.
But I gotta say,
I prefer this to the other.
Well, so do I.
When the band gets playing, because we get a lot of amplifiers going in here, it can get really warm in here on some Friday night. So this kind of temperature, we're okay with, and we're going to be jamming tonight in Lee's garage once again, as we normally do. And hopefully you even want to come and just watch. We have no problem with that. And this part of the show brought to you by White Owl Legal. If you're having a dispute in a small claims court or your landlord dispute or something like that, give them a call at 289-839-3075, or you can get in touch with them at info@whiteowl.legal.
Oh, I also wanted to just mention, if you're coming tonight to Lee's, sometimes there's a lot of people, so make sure you bring a chair with you.
Oh, and
you gotta have a
well,
chair.
we do.
We have some.
I
We have some.
I have a fair
but
amount
not
of chairs,
100.
but you know what? Last week we had a bunch of people up dancing, so it was kind of like
So no chair needed.
Yeah, it was like, and we even I meant to bring this up. I don't remember if it was last week or the week before, but we had police show up and they were walking the beat downtown. They weren't in cars. They were just walking up and down the street in downtown, heard the tunes, came by, hung out for a bit, chatted with a bunch of people. 2 thumbs up, said fantastic, love it. It sounds fantastic, and they had a blast. And so to our Halton Police, right on, and that's our first story.
It's called living life.
They were awesome. Even the last year, the guy came by in the car, sat there in the car, watched for 15 minutes, and then came strolling up going, sounds good, boys.
Well, it's something different for people to do.
Yeah.
Well, and they're working, obviously, and they're not doing a lot. They're on beat, but they're not on call yet.
Yes, and
Right.
they're patrolling our streets, so that was kind of cool too to find out that Fridays and Saturdays, I guess they do this on a regular basis. So
Yeah.
What's going on with the police budget?
I'll start her off. Halton Police will struggle to meet the 5.7% 2024 budget increase target this year as directed by the region, according to Chief Stephen Tanner. Given the financial pressures expected this year and next, including the acquisition of new or leased conducted energy weapons and new personnel, we will find it difficult to meet the 5'7"
sorry, Charlie's coming
meet
in.
the 5'7", said Tanner at the August 31st meeting of the Halton Police Board.
Sorry,
Chucky the Chuck Engines,
Charlie, Chuck the Chipmunk's coming in,
And Chucky the Chipmunk.
He wants to be part of it,
I
so
know,
he's
but
our mascot too, maybe.
But he
'cause-
tries living in the speakers, and that's not good. So.
Well, he won't do that right now because he knows you're here.
Chuck,
It's
get
when
outta
you're
here.
not here that he's
We have a
Did you know-
visitor.
He's
Did you notice
mischievous.
my Raiders hat? There it is.
Of course.
Am I logo central?
See, it should be off a little
most
bit.
part.
You needed to skew a little bit, like
We'll say
That's
hello.
good.
We'll say hello to everyone over at the Raiders organization.
there you go.
Yes.
Opener this weekend, I think.
The opener this weekend at Mold Masters. Get out there.
And we got stuff coming up with them, but we're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
That's to be seen.
We're going to be covering the Raiders this year. Let's just say that.
We got some
And,
surprises coming.
and some interviews and stuff. And hi to Aaron Nagy.
Aaron
Yeah.
Nagy, yeah.
Who was the guy that
reached out, and that was
Aaron
very
used
cool.
to play for the London Knights.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah, he played
His
for
name
them.
sounded familiar, though. Like when you first said it to me, I said that. I thought, geez, I've heard that name before.
Yeah.
And that must be where it was.
So get out and support the Raiders. Let's go. Here we go. Hey ho.
Yep,
Hockey season
and,
again.
Well, it's fun
Real
for kids
thing.
too.
No.
Kids,
Yeah.
I used to love going with my dad. I didn't always watch the game as a young one, but we ran all
And
over
it's-
the place and got food and drinks. And
and
Hot
it's
dogs are
and it's still
awesome.
affordable. It's still affordable. It's not. You're not going out and you're bending your wallet open to a point where you can't. It's sorry, but a lot of these sporting events now are just getting so expensive. Go support your local team,
The
and it
Georgetown
doesn't
Raiders.
cost you a lot.
And people don't realize the OGHL is only 2 steps below the NHL.
Exactly.
The NHL, and then you've got the American League, where all the old timers are.
Yeah.
But then you've got the OHL, the WHL, the QMJHL, which
Yeah.
is the next level, and then on the third level, you've got the OJHL and all the juniors.
Juniors, and
So
a lot of
these
these
kids
guys, and these guys are being scouted now.
Yeah. And we're going to be talking in depth about the
Yeah.
Raiders. too.
And if you're a Sportsnet guy or you're a TSN guy or any of these sports guys, you go to these games, you can actually meet some of these scouts that are ex-NHL hockey players. They're, they're broadcasters now and things like that. And they're on these shows. Well, they're at the Raiders games. These guys are there scouting these young hockey players. So.
And which one of you am I going to be sitting with watching hockey games this year?
Me.
Since last year
be-
you got me reignited
I'm-
to watching the Leafs.
I'm well. That It was
I
fun.
was like, okay, I'm done. I'm back at it because I watched it avidly for years, and then I didn't for quite some time, and
Well,
now I'm like, okay, I'm hooked.
There's
again.
a little bit of backstory to this, and even Russ was talking about this last week off air, that one of the best nights we had in Lee's garage here was we actually had a great band show up, but everybody was glued to the TV out here.
Oh, well,
we had
playoffs.
We had
right?
the big screen. It was Leafs playoffs. It was awesome hockey, and even Mandy was like
Mandy
screaming.
hates sports.
She was screaming at the TV. I'm not joking. Everybody
So
was.
was I.
Oh, everybody
I was like,
screaming.
okay, I'm just gonna sit here now. I'm not gonna say anything.
That's a bit of the backstory of that. So now they're hooked on hockey now. So
Well, I was always hooked on hockey. I just got
unfortunately,
away from it for a while. Now
I'm
I'm back.
in a new band now, so I'll probably be gigging most Saturday nights.
All right, so I'm
it'll be
coming to
tough,
your
but-
place then. I guess we're going to
Yeah.
Big Daddy's on my way home.
There you
I'll
go.
stop at your place for at least a period or two.
Raiders, let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, we made the playoffs last year. Burlington knocked us out, but we had a good season last
They had
year.
a great season last
And
year.
they're
actually,
going to build on that. They made a few trades, and we're looking forward to working with them.
Got a new young goaltender that is just. I looked at his stats. I was just like,
Let's
right
go.
on.
Let's go.
So, kicking into the next story, we're looking at striving to migrate the effects of climate change. Town of Halton Hills installing new equipment and to support the stormwater management for upcoming municipal planning and future design projects. The hydrometric data collection equipment, including measurement of rainfall depth and its stream flow and temperature and all that stuff, helps prepare for a potential hike in precipitation and flooding, as well as projected population and employment growth. Nearly 71% of all town land within protected areas of the green belt, which we don't want to go down that road right now.
I don't want to talk about
The
that.
Niagara Escarpment, the
enough
source
time.
water protection areas, and the region of Halton Natural Heritage System. The number is expected to grow by 7%, with the town's population anticipated to reach about 132,000 by 2051. And
that'll be 90.
that's a big growth, expansion going on. We see it happening with all the construction right now, and it's I'm one of these people that battles the whole climate change thing, but we're again not getting into that. That's for sure.
We have about 8 minutes. I'm just
Exactly,
in terms of what we're doing, just so you know.
I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
The
So.
Georgetown Fall Fair coming back for another year of fun and food, as Amanda was saying earlier, along with a new addition to the merriment, as we were talking about this year. It'll feature the fair's first car show on Sunday.
Very cool.
The stakes are as high as $1,000 cash prize, and the line for whoever wins the best in show, and there's
$1,000
some
bucks,
beautiful
good
cars.
chunk of
That's
change.
Damn right. The pre-registration is required. Participants can register
No
for free.
pre-registration
Oh, I'm
is
sorry. No,
required.
yes.
No.
And I'm glad that you're there to point me in the correct direction
He said
of
it's
life.
needed, and it
Captain
says
Kirk.
no. So-
I know. I'm sorry I missed it. But participants can register for free on site between 8:30 and 11 a.m. that day. Festivities will kick off Friday, and it's already started, 4 p.m. and it runs till 11 p.m. Early birds can get in on the fun starting at 9 a.m. on Saturday, with gates again staying open until 11 p.m. The fair will also run from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. I don't know if they're having a breakfast in the morning. I would imagine, I don't know, maybe they will or they won't. I don't know.
Yeah,
What
the-
time do the food trucks start warming up?
Well,
Around
they're
11?
they're usually there right there. Like they're usually there like a half an hour earlier, getting set up because they've got all segregated spots they have to be in, so they got to get into spot and whatnot. But it should be a good weekend. Somebody was asking online whether they were doing wristbands this year, and we still haven't heard. So
They must be doing something, because usually that's how they would pre-sale.
usually, yeah, like it just
A certain length of
It's-
time
yeah.
prior to. They always did for years, so I don't know. Good question.
Couple of drink drivers.
Yeah, how come I keep getting this? Every week I get the drunk drivers. A pair of drivers is facing charges following 2 incidents on local roads over the long weekend. On September the 2nd, Halton police officers conducted a traffic stop in the area of Queen Street and Churchill Road in Acton. As a result of an investigation, a 66-year-old errand male was charged with operation while impaired and blood alcohol concentration. What would you think that would be?
Yeah.
80 milligrams or more within 2 hours. Can you imagine? Within
it's
2
the way you
hours.
said in Acton. Like he didn't have to do it that way.
Well, I didn't
Oh, there's
mean
one
it that
coming up in
way. There was
Georgetown.
no inference
Okay.
there. It was just the way I would have said that if it was Georgetown. No inference, honest people.
All right.
The same day, officers responded to a citizen-initiated complaint in the area of Park Avenue and Charles Street in Georgetown. As a result of an investigation, a 46-year-old Milton man was charged with blood alcohol concentration, 80 milligrams or more, within 2 hours. Local residents are reminded that driving under the influence of drugs and or alcohol is a crime in progress and to call 911 immediately to report a suspected impaired driver.
And Lee, this next one's Lee's story. Actually.
Oh, okay, it's all one. Okay.
Yeah. Lee will talk about...
oh, she could have carried on.
That's all right.
I was enjoying it.
Yeah, well, it's your turn to work.
Georgetown. Go for it.
So depressed about it. All right, getting into our next story. At school, our kids are heading back to school, as you've seen, because now we got school buses on the road.
Yeah.
Please pay attention. You pass that school bus, you're an asshole.
Yes.
Students have headed back to school. Halton Region Police and Halton Regional Police has launched its 16th annual Project Safe Start campaign. So beware, aimed at reminding residents the ABCs of road safety. Always be cautious, and with road users expecting a surge in conjunction with the back-to-school season, because parents taking kids to school, whatnot, Halton Regional Police is tasking all drivers and pedestrians to be aware of their behaviors and surroundings. And we do too. We encourage that big time, because I was a school bus driver for, I think it was 3 years. I ended up doing it, 3 school seasons. And I had guys pass me. My sign's out, red lights are flashing.
All the time, unfortunately.
These assholes pass me.
When I lived on Highway 7.
Unbelievable.
Now,
Same thing.
I was fortunate enough that I caught all 3 of them. I caught their license plate. Hey?
3 minutes left.
Yeah, I caught their license plate, and we were able to get it to the police. So,
Just saying.
if you see it on the road, get in touch with police.
All right, we're going to quickly go through what's going on this weekend. Got the Rotary Club of Acton, the trunk sale as always downtown. That's at 39 Eastern Avenue. And you can keep scrolling there, Lee. We'll go through these quickly.
Yeah, you can
the
just run it
farmers
off.
markets, of course. We've got Saturday morning downtown Georgetown.
Downtown.
Thursday afternoon in Acton.
Yeah, at Prospect Park.
There we go.
See,
At
he
Pro-
fixed me.
and of course, we've got the drop-in program at the public library, and as we mentioned, the fall fair, of course.
Right.
And what else we got going on there? Rider Stride. This is a good one. The Rider Stride for Claudio fundraiser for lymphoma research at Sick Kids will feature a scenic 80-kilometer moto ride or leisurely 5-kilometer walk Sunday, 10 to 3. It's happening at the Royal Canadian Legion in Acton. And after a hangout for the family-friend afternoon of food, games, music, and giveaways, cost is only $60. Kids 12 and under free, and it's a great idea.
Cause. Great cause.
Of course, we got other stuff going on there with the Hungry Hollow. They've got you got to scroll back up.
Yeah.
The ravine and surrounding areas are set to welcome hundreds of new plants by the end of next year in preparation for a changing climate. And there's Amanda going, counting down. How many seconds?
We're all right.
I don't
We're
think
all
so.
right.
She hasn't taken her face out of that
I-
phone. Are you kidding me?
I got a stopwatch here. We got 2 minutes left. We're good.
No, I'm just messing around. But
Yeah.
now, apparently they're saying that the school buses are going to be a lot better. The service will be better this year. It's not their fault. It's the companies.
Well,
There's
it's just
not enough people.
you have a growing community. The bus has to grow with it and all of that, right?
So
the
let's
timing of everything.
Hope and pray that it's a little bit, because last year was a disaster for the poor bus companies.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever they are. Like, you had to feel for them, you know what I mean? All right, so then I guess we can wrap up. Most of it
We're not
is,
too bad. We do want to bring this up, a quick police blotter that they say sometime between September 2nd and 7th, the equipment, a 2023 Bobcat and 2023 Aaron's was stolen from a large farm near Highway 7 and Trafalgar Road. The approximate value is like 25 grand. These are not easy things to steal. So, and people had to see something. So please get in touch with
I'll
police.
take this one. Town of Halton Hills is considering several ways to change how it maintains local roads and sidewalks during the winter months. That's enough out of you. 7 options were presented in a report to council members during their most recent meeting with staff seeking feedback on matters related to tandem plowing, windrows,
yes.
and sidewalk snow clearing, among others. The discussion was spurred on by notable resident feedback in areas identified by staff and the Director of Public Works, Mark covert.
Windrows,
that's a wild
windrows
subject.
are snowdrifts. They're the ones that come across. And,
Yeah.
and those take extra care as a plow driver.
I didn't know
People
that.
don't know, but guys, there's specific guys that just go do that.
I gotta start wearing my glasses because I didn't really
Please
see the
do if
R,
you're-
and that's why.
Hey, Ann Lawler met Trudeau. I heard there's a picture.
lucky
Oh,
her.
really?
Yeah, I'm
Lucky
gonna put
her.
that up. I'll put that up later.
Did you kick him in the stones? Oh, sorry. No, was that out loud? Oh God!
Oh, he's so well
It's
loved.
got to be bad though in a way. Quickly, what if she doesn't really like? What if she doesn't like the guy?
She's in office. That's what she has to do.
She has to do it.
Poor thing.
That sucks. I've been
Poor
in that
lady.
position, and that sucks. And I feel so bad.
We're gonna
Hopefully
Yeah.
it was a good meeting, and we really
we
feel
should
for you.
we should really get the mayor on the air.
Yeah,
here
we should-
with
we
an
should get-
interview,
At some
a proper
point.
one.
And we'd love to have you on. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so there's most of your local news for our About Town and our Loosey Goosey show. It doesn't get much more loosey goosey. And am I hearing thunder?
I don't know.
I'm hearing thunder. Wow, it's been a weird Friday here in
It
Halton
has.
Hills, so thanks very much from Lee's Garage. Of course, Mandy here with us. We've got Big Daddy, Leah, myself, Lee, and thanks for checking us out every week. We love it, man. It's a
In
great
Georgetown and Acton.
week. Yeah.
Max
In
Tires.
Georgetown and Acton, yeah.
Max Tires, 905-873-9255. Lowest prices on tires. And
Community is driven by community.
You navigate.
We drive.
stop touching me.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for checking us out, and we look forward to bringing another one next week.
Ooh, is he?
Have a great weekend and week, and we'll catch you
I gotta
all
hear that.
on the B side.
Don't forget
No,
the
I'm not.
radio
Oh, you
station.
suck.
Don't forget the radio station. The morning guy is being attacked by the 2 afternoon and midday gals there.
We rank.
Yes, you do. Have a great
Have
week.
a great week, everybody. Mwah.
You're gonna chime us out there? Chime us out there?
Oh, that's
mister?
right. Yeah, I gotta turn this
Holy
out, man.
crap.
Hey, man. Am I driving okay?
I was tired.
Am I driving okay? Never mind. I gotta do it backwards, right? Oh, did you notice the
Ass
concentration?
backwards.
Yeah, we're about 10 minutes over, but it doesn't matter.
We'll catch you all on the B side. Have a great week.